Hello, my name is Robert Reichert. I'm a test pilot for Airbus Americas, and I'll be discussing with you today the ACJ TwoTwenty aircraft. One of the elements of business aviation that's very important is you don't want to rely on a lot of ground equipment. Part of the ACJ's TwoTwenty capabilities is that we can power it up very quickly, have it ready to taxi. We can do single-engine taxi. We really did target approximately 15 minutes. Using the electronic checklist, even one pilot could have most systems woken up and ready to go. Also, just getting on board the airplane, we have integrated air stairs, so we don't need a lot of ground equipment, making it very versatile, able to operate out of 93 of the top 100 business jet destinations. It could take off in as little as 5,500 feet, climb to 41,000 feet in as little as 23 minutes. And when it gets to destination, it can land at very challenging airports. The ACJ TwoTwenty was built to lower the workload of the pilot and crew. One of our focuses was on the ease of operation. When you get into the cockpit, the first thing you notice is there's not a lot of knobs and switches. With the advent of the fly-by-wire system, we were able to push away from a control wheel steering configuration and move to a side stick. Small displacement gives large aircraft movement, but not sacrifice any of the agility that we wanted. Some of the crews may think that it's a big jump to go from the conventional control wheel steering to the side stick, but I think they'll find that the transition is actually very intuitive and quite simple. On the ACJ TwoTwenty, we wanted to introduce the heads-up display. We wanted pilots to have their heads out of the cockpit. We don't want them in the cockpit, so they're diverting their attention during critical phases of flight, for example, like landing. And with the heads-up display, using the flight path vector and the technology that's embedded in the heads-up display, they're able to land the airplane exactly where they want to with confidence, which makes getting into some of these challenging airports just that much easier. With the Pratt & Whitney engines, we lower the emissions, we have a very low fuel burn, and we're very quiet. We're actually one of the quietest airplanes operating in the skies today. We use composites to lighten the aircraft weight, but make it much stronger. Adding some fuel into the airplane so the fuel quantity goes up, couple that with the low fuel burn, we can fly as much as 12.5 hours in this airplane. Obviously, flying over 12.5 hours is a great attribute of the aircraft, but we do need to consider the fatigue levels of the pilots. And with that in mind, we design the rest areas so they'll be having the same comfort as some of the passengers in the back of the aircraft. Business pilots will appreciate this aircraft. It has amazing performance, and couple that with twice the cabin space. The ACJ TwoTwenty is really a game changer in the business aircraft world.